Hello, welcome to our fourth episode today. Now, I am recording this episode early in the morning, that's why I might be sounding a bit different, because it's, very early in the morning, but we have to go. So, today we are flying to Nantes, from Paris to Nantes. Now, I hope that we can fit this within 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hours, because I kind of wanna go to Toulouse as well. But if it's going to take a long time to get to Nantes, like let's say 40-45 minutes, then this episode might have to be just that, 45 minutes, because I don't have much time. I have about 1 hour and 1.5 hours before I need to go. So let's set up the autopilot as we always do. 2,000 feet, that's new. We usually fly at 3,500 feet, but for today we are doing 2,000 feet. 1,000 vertical speed, so we make it faster. Dampener, AP will turn on now. Heading. Now for heading, let's zoom out the map, and essentially we are going here. So that would be let's see, kind of we're currently going west. That's probably 240. Let's do 240. No, let's do 225 and we'll adjust it afterwards. Zone. And very early flight. The sun is about to show up. So let's actually take off now, because like I said, I can be wasting too much time. Flaps good. Here, brakes, and let's try to have a better landing than last time. We might have a little lag because we're in Paris. I have about 20 FPS. We are having full power. We're off ground. So turn autopilot off. I mean on. Positive climb. So put the gear up. And as we're transitioning to 40 knots, we will put the flaps up. There we go, and we're configured for a flight. Now, very early flight, like I said, as we usually do, acknowledge. And we'll do that, and ease off the throttle a bit. Turn it off because we don't need it. And let's have a final look over Paris, because we won't see it for a while. Very nice. Very nice Paris. and let's check if we are heading correctly. And it doesn't look like we are this is it. Basically it will be there. Here. So let's have a look. Well, just after we have a nice look over Paris for the last time for a while. We have no hills in sight, so we should be able to fly fairly low. Let's get our wind indicator. That was setting. Other wind option 3. 9 knots. That's manageable. Final look. Anybody see Eiffel Tower? Is that where it's supposed to be? No. I'm not seeing it. Ah, there it is. It doesn't seem to have light. Just like the streets and houses have lights. Eiffel Tower doesn't seem to have any, which is definitely interesting. Yep, let's turn our heading a bit. Ooh la! What is this? Okay, I'm hoping for better frame rate soon as we leave Paris. There isn't the airport. Yeah, we should be directly on it, on this bearing. Now, sadly, I don't think this altitude is going to work for my current frame rate. It's pretty low. As you can tell, it's probably like 15 to 20 FPS. Now, I am assuming that's because of all the lights. Because of how close I am, so it's already better as we fly higher. We might just have to fly a bit higher until the lights come off. He seems to be over torquing a bit. There we go, that's what we want. I wonder what time the light's going to come off. Because I kind of wanna, you know, get better frame rate, but that's impossible because of all the lights. I should be fine, but just something that I thought I'd say. But the frame rate is definitely better now that we are above the grass where there is no too much light. So I'm assuming once that turns off, once the light turns off, we'll have better frame rate. Whenever that's going to be. We have now made it quite far from Paris. Not quite close to where we need to be for this episode. This is our goal for today's episode. It's called Nantes, reminding people who might have forgot. We're going Nantes today. We'll be landing at this airport. Now our stretch goal would be all the way down here, Toulouse over Bordeaux, which is here. So that's Bordeaux, I don't know how you pronounce it. And Toulouse is here in the mountains, I believe. So that's our stretch goal for today. But depending on how long it takes us to get to Nantes, we'll decide if we want to go to Toulouse or not. Now, I am kind of in belief that we'll just make it here, because this might be quite long of a flight. Depending on, because of how long it took us to go from London to Southampton to Paris, which was about 1 hour. This will be less than an hour. I'm expecting 45 to 50 minutes. But this is going to be good 1.5 hours alone to go to Toulouse. So that's why I'm thinking we might just go to Nantes for today, and then for episode 5 we'll go to Toulouse. And so because of the objective, right, the objective basically is all around the world, right? That's the basic objective, right? We went in episode 1, we went from here to, I'm not sure what that is anymore, up here through Dublin, and then in second episode we went from here all the way to London, to some big cities. Now there was a lot of big confined cities because it's just an island, right? Manchester, Liverpool right next to it, Blackpool, Leicester, Birmingham, Leeds. Big cities. Okay? Big cities, all confined in a small space. But in France here, and I might make a bunch of French people angry, but there just aren't any big cities in France. We have Paris as the biggest city. We have Nantes, which is big. We have Bordeaux, which is as big as Nantes. And then we have Toulouse, which is, you know, about as big as Lyon, which is also there. Now, we will go to Lyon, but we'll go to Lyon when we're going to be going from Spain. So, little sneak peek of what exactly we're going to be doing in Spain. We're gonna visit Ibiza. We're gonna visit Palma, and from Palma we're gonna go Montpellier and Lyon. That's the goal. Now that might be episode 7, depending on how long it takes us. Episode 7, episode 8, it might be. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Yes, so we're about 1/3 of the way through and we have 20 minutes on the clock. But we've been talking on the count for about 5 minutes, so that's about 15 minutes per 1/3. 45 minutes for the flight. So it's going to be about 50-55 minutes for today's flight, and that's where we'll end it. And then in episode 5 we'll go to Toulouse, mostly because I just don't seem to be able to find any more time right now. I've got my own thing going. I am getting a motorbike license, so I have a bunch of lessons stacked up. I'm still a university student, and I'm starting university soon as well, so yeah, that's fun. But the daily upload schedule will stay, or at least we'll try to make a daily upload schedule. So far we've been uploading episode once every day except Sunday, which is exactly what it's going to be. So for this series in particular, we will have one episode on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we will have another episode on Sunday. And yeah, so we'll try to stick to daily uploads. Now, I do have a test, my module 1, on this Saturday, so I'll be gone all day, so I'll have to pre-record episode for that, because I won't be able to record it on the day, just to secure the evening release of episode. What will it be? 7, 8? Wait, Monday is episode 3. Tuesday is episode 4. Wednesday episode 5. Thursday episode 6. Friday episode 7. And Saturday episode 8. And let's try to predict. So episode 4, episode 5, episode episode 4, episode 5 to Toulouse, from Toulouse to Zaragoza and Madrid, that's episode 6. Madrid, Porto and Lisbon is episode 7. Lisbon to Seville and Malaga is episode 8. Malaga to Murcia and Valencia is episode 9. Valencia to Palma is episode 10, and Palma to Montpellier and Lyon is the one after that. So for anybody who's interested, that's the schedule for this week. That's where are we going to be flying. Now, I can't exactly tell the flight time for some of these places. From Paris to Nantes it's about 50 minutes. So from Toulouse to Zaragoza it's going to be about 45 minutes, and another 30 minutes to Madrid. So we might have one episode for Toulouse to Zaragoza and one episode for Zaragoza to Madrid, and then another episode from Madrid to Porto, and then another episode from Porto to Lisbon, and then we'll have another episode from Lisbon to Seville and Malaga. So Lisbon to Malaga to Seville, that's gonna be like a whole episode, because Malaga and Seville are kind of very confined. But we'll see how long it takes us to do Nantes to Toulouse, and if it's like 1 hour, then I'm pretty sure we can do Toulouse to Madrid in about 1 hour as well, because it looks the same distance on the map. So, but we are already seem to be approaching Nantes, and we're 25 minutes in, but unfortunately we won't be able to do much because, well, it's gonna be about 45-minute episode, unfortunately. Maybe 50 minutes. We might stretch it to, let's see, really so many airports here. So this is Nantes, and I'm thinking maybe here, if there's airport here. That's something we'll have to see. Yep. Seems to be passing small villages right now, and the lights are definitely still on because, yeah, definitely still on. Come on, please. I'm gonna have to try to avoid the night and early morning and early evening flight, and just flight during the day because the light really just destroys my frame rate, and it's not enjoyable to me at all, and I'm sure it's not that much enjoyable to anyone here watching. Yeah, with 2,500 feet, I'm sure the frame rate would be better if we were to go higher. By even 1,000 feet, I would expect 5 frames, because it doesn't have to draw as much on the ground, especially in big cities. It's a big lifesaver, but when you go to landing, when you go to land in big cities, it's just terrible. This is a big city. What is this? About halfway through. Le Mans. Le Mans, definitely. Nice small city. Now these cities look small from here, but I'm sure they are huge when you actually get on the ground and try to walk in them. Again, small villages. Or big, you know, it's definitely big enough to live in. But compared to like Paris and London, it's definitely a small village. Small city at least, not village. Oh, to our left we have what I would call um okay, we're about halfway through between Le Mans and Angers, so I would say is La Fleche, Fleche, La Fleche, I think. Listen, if I'm mispronouncing any of these names, oh boy, I can't wait to get out of here. Yes, definitely. La Fleche. Um, with an airport not too far. Yes, it's definitely that. La Fleche. And we are 34 minutes into our flight. Two thirds, two-thirds of our way through to our destination. In a beautiful sunrise. There is the sunrise. This game is just casting shadows very nicely. Look at that wing and the shadows on those wings. Very cool. Get back to cockpit. The wind seems to be throwing us around quite a lot. 13, 14 knots. Northeast. Northeast, yeah. Like we said, 2/3 of our way through to our destination. We have an airport to our left that I can't see. Interesting. Is that it? That's like the runway lights? Not sure. How do pilots see out of how do pilots see runways out of the plane? This right in front of us looks like I don't think it's Angus yet. ANG Angus, see? So this could be not sure what this could be entirely honest. Okay, this is definitely Angus. Yeah, it's definitely that river there. The river with the little like a lake. That's definitely on a map. Majority of the city is on this side. We are flying over like a neighborhood called Avril, Bella Bailey, which is here. That's Bella Bailey. Very nice. Like the details in these cities is just astonishing for something like this. Amazing. Very nice. Okay, goodbye, Angus. Goodbye. Okay, we are, I'd say, on our final to. Well, not really on our final to Nantes, but we are definitely not too far from it now. Maybe 10 minutes? 10 minutes? and we should be landing there for today's episode. Considering these episodes are pretty long to record and render, especially for YouTube. The reason why I decided to go with 1 hour episodes instead of 2 hours is because that 2 hour episode took YouTube like almost a day to render. Like I was uploading episode 2 when episode 1 was premiering, and while episode 2 was premiering, it just then episode 2 finished processing for 1440p. So it took almost a day. It took over, well, I'm gonna say almost a day for 2.5 episodes to render by YouTube. And I'm following YouTube's like the hardware encoding settings that they have. I'm rendering it exactly within those confines that they give me. H264 with an MP4 file format. 1440p, 30 FPS with what is it, like 24 megabits tops. So I am following all those guidelines for YouTube, and yeah, I'm just not sure why YouTube is taking so long to encode the videos. Maybe because they are using VP9 encoder, and that's like very good encoder, so that's why it's taking a bit longer. But I honestly have no idea why it's taking this long. So I do have to restrict my videos to 1 hour. Unfortunately, otherwise the daily schedule, if I fall behind even by a day, like I forget to record, there is no way I'm gonna be able to record in the morning and have that episode be live processed by evening for the 6 p.m. release. There is just no way, unfortunately. I am just now uploading episode 3. In fact, it should be done. And now 3 minutes left on episode 3. So yeah, it takes certainly some strange amount of time. It's I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, it's taking a long time because of the VP9 encoder to give me higher quality videos. It's taking longer, but we should be having our destination to arrive over here. Yes, so episode 3 just finished uploading and it's starting processing at 9 p.m. We'll see how long it takes because episode 3 is about 1 hour and 5 minutes long. So we should know just how long is that episode going to be. Now we're gonna change our heading a bit. And oh my god, that guy's going fast. Or is that just a glitch? I think it's just a glitch. We're gonna go nearest airport. Oh, FRS, that's the one we want. Tune in tower. Full stop.
Nantes Tower Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is 13 miles east with India to land. Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Nantes Tower. Fly left traffic runway tree.
So
Altimeter 30.20
the runway is facing that way. So we are essentially
Enter left downwind runway tree Dare Golf Sierra Alpha.
we're essentially gonna go that way and you'll fly over the city on our landing. Like that. And we also want to slow down a bit and close this. So, let's slow down a bit more. And there we go, we have a little city here. Let's turn a bit. Yep, that's a pattern entry. But we are pretty much not gonna follow it because we never do. And the main bulk of the city is pretty much over this. So once we get to our left here a bit, let's just have a look at this big nice city from this angle first before we'll make a turn on our approach. That yep, let's start turning again. We wanna do it's it pretty something steep. The runway is that, so should be wow, it's turning sharply as always. This is again very nice and big city. Be that 140, 142. At least one bridge that's not underwater in this game. So that's our warning strip in the ocean again. So we're gonna basically turn south. Flaps are gonna slow us down a bit. We should have our port strip just ahead of us. I can't go any higher.
Nantes Tower, Nouvelle Air 519er, ready to go runway 3 IFR to Jerba.
Oh, there it is.
Nouvelle Air 519er, cleared for
And
takeoff runway 3.
turn again. That should take us
Runway 3, Nouvelle Air 519er.
the proper heading that we need to be on. Well, it's not really. And yeah, what we're gonna do now is we're going to take it out about and yeah, essentially gonna manually adjust it ourselves. Nose down a bit because we got to go over now. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, boy. Put it and we got it under control. So yeah. Of hi. Look at this beautiful city. One thing that should slow us down a bit. Whoops. We are on warning configuration now. We are going down a bit too steep, so we're gonna do this. Just pitch it down and then let it level itself out. We should have enough speed. And okay, pull up. Nice landing. I know I was not clear to land. But wasn't that beautiful landing? That was beautiful landing. That was beautiful landing, even though it was without clearance. Nice landing. Let's back here. Let's talk to this guy because he won't leave us alone.
121.655
Right.
Golf Sierra Alpha.
Let's put this here. Turn this bad boy off so I can hear myself. Not enough. Okay. So we landed at Nantes. 55 minutes. We'll leave it here. For our 5th episode, we are going to go to Toulouse. We'll be flying through Bordeaux and over some hills, what it looks like. So, might be an interesting landing. I haven't been there. But yeah, so this is episode 4. I'll see you guys on, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on episode 5, which will be slightly longer and I guess slightly more interesting than this one was. Bye.